Did you know that if it was not for the generosity and support of the Melbourne Metropolitan Fire Brigade, then this show and the next 2 hours of Bent TV would not happen? We thank you guys.
And welcome to Squill here on Bent TV, Channel 31. It's your community station, bosoms. And tonight we've got a great show for you. Let's get into it to start off with and introduce our squealers for today. On this hand, I like that. It doesn't matter if it's right or left. I could do that. Yeah, well, I call him. I swap these names all the time. Right. Peter, Hannah, over here, Troy, and Lena.
Yay!
Excuse me, what happened to the big clapping?
Yeah, everyone's meant to clap.
Bunch of
I
clapless people. And our Auslan interpreter today is Kylie Scott.
Yeah. Can we give that one a big clap?
I remembered. I actually remembered at the beginning of a program. Isn't that amazing? Now, a couple of things that I want to say, not little. It's a very special happy birthday to our very own Chris Sloan.
Happy birthday.
Today, Monday, today.
Happy birthday, Chris.
25, so happy birthday, Christopher. And, ciao to Paolo, too, who's over here visiting from Italy at the moment.
Hello, Paolo.
All right, take it away, please.
Well, talking about birthdays, we're in the month of Pisces. Pisces people?
Yes, that's right.
Pisces.
Yeah.
And I've had like 6 friends this week, and it was all their birthdays. One lives in Adelaide. Happy birthday, Melissa. And all.
God bless you, Melissa.
Yeah. But it's crazy when they all land on the same day because you're sort of torn between what do you do, who do you see, who don't you see, do you send them a card, so you know what the routine was on Wednesday?
What was it?
SMS.
Get up at 7:30 in the morning, visit one friend at her work with a bunch of flowers and a card. How nice is that? 40.
That's very nice.
Julie, happy birthday.
She's 40.
Yeah, she turned 40.
How many brownie points is this girl trying to
Yeah. I'm looking forward to my birthday in October. So it was sort of a bit of a run around all day and then did the dinner thing at night. So,
You're good.
Gee, but it was a hard day. But 6 in the one day.
Six.
Yeah.
Different ages, but they're all like the same age.
illegal.
No, it ranged from 26 to 40.
It should be illegal.
No, so
What's illegal?
It should be illegal to have friends that have 6 birthdays all the time.
But I mean, it's the 2000s. Just send them e-cards on email.
Exactly.
SMS. Multicast
They're the most
SMS.
impersonal thing.
Yeah, I know, but it's the 2000s,
You
so
can
you get
download a
that.
little message saying happy birthday.
But you've got to think of what
Even
to
more
say.
impersonal than flowers.
Well, flowers are kind of.
Oh yeah, really
I'm
difficult.
sentimental.
Flowers are nice.
Flowers are
I
nice.
love
Are you a romantic, Gil Hannah?
Is someone going to actually say something
You're
about
romantic.
I
worth
will just change
talking
the
about?
subject.
No.
Actually, I went to, apart from Troy, well, maybe Troy can go first, Paul. Do you think?
I'm just wondering how long you thought you had.
Troy,
Anyway,
for it.
guess what? Yes, I'm going to talk about Madonna again. Madonna's song "Frozen." She's just donated that song
blah, blah.
as a tribute to a CD that a show on HBO is called the Laramie. What did I say? I can't even pronounce it. Laramie Project. Now it's about the gay bashing Matthew Shepard. He was murdered by homophobic bashing.
Yeah.
So HBO have done a special about it, and Madonna has actually put her song "Frozen" as one of the songs on the CD to help raise it. So there you go. And then Kylie, since she's released Can't Get You Out of My Head
My girl.
in USA. She's now been voted the most sexiest woman in the world.
She's totally. Can I just
because of that,
quickly?
yeah?
Did you see her do the Can't Get You Out of My Head on the Brit Awards?
No.
Oh, with the award in the background.
Over the top of Blue Monday.
That was tops.
And I spent 12 hours on the internet looking for the MP3, and I've got it. So.
And while being a pop singer, a DJ, and also written a performance called Taboo, Boy George has decided he also wants to get into fashion. Since he's you know how his the Taboo is about his life and the culture, the club scene in the early 80s. Well, theatre goers enjoyed the costumes so much that they reckon there could be a market for the costumes. I don't think we want to see come a chameleon hairstyle, hat, and all that again.
No.
I know the 80s are back in, but that's probably taken it a bit far.
Yeah.
Although as a kid, I wanted one of those hats so bad.
Yes, so did I.
I had acrylic multicoloured nylon extension.
I never went
And I had them for about 3 or 4 days because I couldn't sleep for anything. I had migraine. It was the most tragic. Like, jeez, they look fantastic.
Something
That's
should
one
just be
opinion
left
of
behind.
Very exciting.
Yes.
I don't know.
Talking about art, I was actually at the Performing Arts Market in Adelaide about 2 weeks ago or a week and a half ago. And
What's this with Adelaide and you today?
I know. I've got a thing about Adelaide at the moment. It won't last long.
It does.
Well, look, Adelaide's great to visit when there's a festival on. Would you agree?
Yes.
It is actually. I really like the Fringe Festival over there. I
Yeah,
think
it's
really
great. The Spiegel tent and it's really good. But the best thing I saw in Adelaide was Australian Dance Theatre's new work in progress dance piece, and it was just brilliant. The skill of the dancers was just gorgeous, and the music and the choreographer
Who was it?
incorporated Australian Dance Theatre, ADT.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, if you ever get an opportunity to see them, do.
ADT, it sounds like some sexually
Did you take Ritalin for that?
Now, can we cut Lena off before she takes the show away?
Enlighten us.
Enlighten us. Now, while yourself, Troy, and Peter were all nice home asleep last week, me and Lena are out having a ball down at the Melbourne Queer Film Festival opening.
Oh,
Yeah,
God, how was
right.
it?
Oh,
it was great.
Lena was the show herself, by the way.
It was not.
No, it was it was a fantastic show they put on. It was Gaudi afternoon. It was the story. It was the transgender with the the child, and I lost the story, but it was
That's been really great.
No, the story was that
Here she goes.
male,
Here she goes.
female have a child.
They have a child, and
One's a lesbian and the other one ends up being trans.
does it sound like I wasn't paying attention? I actually.
You? Not paying attention?
No.
Can I just say about that movie, the woman who played Ben in the movie,
Where is she from?
I don't know, but she overacted. I just felt that it was just a bit too over the top.
Oh, that's,
No, it was.
And that's Lena's opinion of the movie. but
Yeah,
it
no,
was-
that's just about her acting.
Tubby bye-bye.
I haven't seen her in anything else, so I can't sort of say.
Well, just cutting you off quickly, just with the just with the Melbourne Queer Film Festival, there's actually just a couple of shows. The picks for the week are Heavy Petting Outing Queer Animals. It's a bit of a comedy.
Richard was
It just
talking
sounds
about
kind
that
of funny, the idea of outing queer animals.
Gay animals.
It
what
sounds
about?
like worth a watch.
What the?
And what else have we got? The other one was the short celluloid casserole down at Revolver Upstairs, Wednesday, March 20th at 8:30pm. Some Australian shorts.
I like
So,
Australian shorts.
I
Can you
don't
just
know.
put your tits away
I
back
don't
there,
like the new
please?
footy shorts. I like those old tight ones. Though.
Oh, really? You look horrible in these.
Is that cellulite casserole?
Celluloid casserole.
And apparently there was
Silly
some lesbian porn on Friday night. That
So we don't know what you did when you got girl bar girls.
Lesbian
for the
porn.
Queer Film Festival.
But was it actual porn or was it
Yes,
just art?
was-
That was just looky-likey porn. They were just making out.
Pretend.
but I
The name
didn't
of Mummy
see
and
it.
Daddy's gone wrong.
Mummy and mummy. He's pointing at you.
He is. I think I have to say something.
Very rude.
Well, I just read in the paper how, like, with plastic surgery, 12% of people who got plastic surgery last year were teenagers. And I think that's really sad.
Were you at least 24 when you had your
That's
done?
right. I didn't get any Botox done for
That's
reason I
terrible,
thought about
the
it.
age
But isn't that horrible? Isn't
You look at how accessible and stuff it is these days, and so many people are doing it, and it's such a big thing in the media and stuff like that. That it's so common for people to get it, so it doesn't sort of surprise me. They're getting younger, doing everything.
You know, I mean, being a teenager, you're so self-conscious anyway, and it's a whole, your hormones are going everywhere. It's kind of like, it's like this quick fix thing, let's just whack them in plastic surgery,
But the bizarre thing is that they haven't even finished growing.
Exactly,
And
it's
they're
just really
altering
scary.
things.
I can't-
I
can't imagine my parents.
to that, because let's say you had a whole plastic surgery, got this ass put on you.
This
One
ass
side's
put
when
on
you know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, so you got your plastic surgery, you have fake ass. You grow up, you've got this small ass for your whole life.
And it might be totally out of
Well, why
proportion.
wouldn't that drop like everything else?
I don't know. I've done a
Does
plastic
it?
So one would presume it's the parents paying for this, and why
Well,
not
that's
the
what I
parents,
mean,
like,
the parents-
letting them
exactly.
have. Like, I mean, you'd expect that in America, but like,
Do you know
I know, it's sad.
Just kill all the children, I say.
I'd be out of a job.
But with plastic surgery, it's also, you know, self-esteem issues.
Well, that's exactly what I'm
You
talking
know,
about.
if
It's
gonna make
bad.
them feel,
But you know, if you've got
Oh,
a
no.
ski jump
but I
instead
mean,
of a
why?
nose,
But why not?
But
If
Tina,
it
I mean,
makes them feel better. I'm not saying about teenagers, but maybe adults.
adults maybe, teenagers, they're still
Eyes
going.
front,
They need to,
sweetie.
you
Eyes
know.
front.
Oh, sorry.
all right, it's time for Jude on the Lesbiana News Desk. Take it away, Jude.
Thank you, Paul. Welcome to the Lesbiana News Desk. The accusations against Justice Kirby are under a cloud. A key witness in Bill Heffernan's campaign against High Court Judge Michael Kirby is a former rent boy whose evidence was rejected in the nation's biggest pedophile-related court case. His evidence was rejected on many counts, including a wrong description of a Marsden physical characteristic. John Howard has denied his government has an anti-homosexual agenda when talking about this case. Victorian Attorney-General Rob Hulls has promised to pursue the federal government over the exclusion of gays and lesbians from plans to simplify property settlements for separating couples. The federal government is perpetuating a prejudice, Hulls said. It is being homophobic, outdated and undemocratic. Victorian Gay and Lesbian Rights Lobby co-convener Chris Gill said the Howard government sends mixed signals on gay and lesbian rights. On the one hand, John Howard says he does not believe gays and lesbians should be discriminated against in any way. But he also says he does not believe our relationship should be treated in the same way as heterosexual relationships. It's not too late to contact John Thwaites and tell him about your health and well-being. Consultations are being held with the GLBTI communities during March. To have your say and find out more, you can ring the Allsop Foundation on 9827 4999. And that's the end of the news. Back to you, Paul.
Why are you clapping?
Oh, I was just copying
That's a
you.
shape. All right, it's Squill here on Bent TV, and we'll be back in a moment.
See? Oh.
That was funny because I did that, and you. Hi and welcome back to Squirrel here on Bent TV, Channel 31. It's your community station, and our first guest today is Sasha, and he's come to talk to us about resurrection. Make him welcome.
Now, I actually almost feel like I should be in the back here sort of whipping up
Whipping
something
up
with
something.
Andy Hewitson or
Feel free.
Nigella
Yes.
or something like that. Feels like
Naked
a
Chef.
show.
That'd be lovely.
All right, so let's talk about, first off, for those people that don't know, when is it?
It's on the 31st of March, Sunday, over the Easter weekend, and it's being held this year at the Locker Room, which is a very sort of saucy kind of venue. They've picked out at Colonial Stadium, and a capacity of 2,000 people. I've been there. Very, very plush. Great
So-
decor. A bit different for also.
It's an actual club, is it? Or
Yeah, it's a multi-level super club.
You had a few years
Yeah.
ago, I think you had Incognito.
We've had one event there
Yeah.
before, Incognito,
Yeah.
and this is the second time. So
It was quite a good
looking
venue,
forward to
actually. I remember.
Have you got a special theme or something like that for this one?
No
or-
theme as such. I think we've sort of dropped the themes for the last couple of parties because Melbourne's community is so creative and they like to do their own thing with costumes, and with a theme it's a little bit sort of restricts it a bit, and people like the freedom, I think, to choose to wear whatever they want.
I think moving forward too, it's like the theme's been there for so long. If you keep doing that, it's like, well, what's been what are you doing differently, like besides coming up with a different theme? So
People get a bit bored with that. I mean, Mardi Gras, for example, this year sort of had a theme but didn't really have a theme. And
What was the theme
it
supposed
was
to be?
a bit all over the place. So
But things are boring too, because you get dressed up in the theme, and then you walk in the first 5 minutes like, oh, look at me, and it's like, oh, I'm bored.
I know.
But then you
By the
also
end of the
realise
night,
what one
you
looks
just look-
like.
Yeah.
and what if you don't like the theme?
Bits full.
Well,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, then you don't have to go, Troy. No one invited you to start with.
So it's almost
Sorry.
yeah, today.
Please.
He was asking for it.
And tickets are available from all the usual places, Hares
Yep.
and Hyenas and
Here's
all that.
Hyenas, Ticketek online. A really good thing is they're very wallet friendly. $39,
That is very good.
Get out
which
of
is
town.
very, very
It's so-
accessible.
That's so good.
Inexpensive.
We've lowered it this year. So
How
that
can you
as
do
many
that?
people as possible.
How do you get that to be that financially viable? Because I mean, most parties, especially in Sydney, are like double that.
I know the number crunchers worked it out,
More than
and it's viable. Otherwise, we wouldn't have.
That's
Do you
fantastic.
know what?
Yeah.
It was 2 years ago at Resurrection where I met my partner.
Oh,
So I like Resurrection.
are you going to go this year?
Don't. I'm moist.
I know, that's all the woman
That's
fancy.
right. You could be Troy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now this has gone with you've also got someone else helping you with Resurrection, haven't you?
Yep, we run through Foundation Events, which is sort of the company that is in charge of Also's dance parties, and basically they give us a lot of support as far as getting the event together. It's more of a risk-free alternative for Also Foundation. I think something that they really need to do to keep the parties alive, and I mean they're able to help us out with acts that come out, like we've got CNC Music Factory coming
really?
out, and we wouldn't have
Still
been able
around.
to do that
Wow.
without sort of the help of
That's pretty cool.
Foundation Events. Yeah.
Some of the DJs for the night. Do you have any
Pete
idea?
McNamara,
Mona?
Thomas the Funk Engine,
Fantastic.
Kate Munro from Sydney, she does Milk and Two Sugars up
She's
there, Sarah Bromley, so
Excellent.
It's a huge
the
one.
gang,
Right.
yeah.
Are you gonna- is there a big show on during it, or?
There'll be shows, there'll be CNC Music Factory will be doing a show, not just DJing, and that'll be quite spectacular. Everyone knows their songs, they make you sweat and all that, and they're going to be doing all of them.
Did they actually do anything after that?
Yes, they have any
They-
hits.
things that make you go, They did that.
See, McDonald's.
Now
A big one.
you brought this CD along. Why?
We have a CD giveaway. The first 5 people to call me tomorrow on Tuesday morning on 9695 7885.
Can we just change that number?
9695 7885. We'll get a free copy of Sophie Ellis Bextor's debut solo album. I don't know what it's called. Read My Lips.
Read my lips.
And of course, she sings Murder on the Dance Floor.
Dance
Fabulous.
I
Song,
love
fabulous.
that song. I love that song because you can actually sing with it.
I do.
You can.
You know, with some duff music you can't
karaoke.
sing. You can't sing with it.
You can sing with it, but
just
the
do
words to
this.
it are kind of odd.
Yeah.
Okay, am I the only
I just want to know what
It's a
is
feel-good song, but the words
Murder on the
don't.
Dance Floor. I mean, we've got these songs like, I think Michael Jackson released Blood on the Dance Floor. We've got Murder on the Dance Floor. We've got
Because-
that.
Well, actually, anything-
Alcazar singing Crying
Crying
at the
at-
Discotheque.
because
What's
a
going
dance
on?
floor is
Yeah.
What's happening on the dance?
a war territory. You're trying to, it's like you're mating almost. You're fighting for the mate.
Yeah, 'cause if you see the video, it's a dance competition, and that's what they're doing. They're murdering the other competition on the dance floor.
It's like who can be look the best on the dance floor.
Oh, so
Send
it's
who
not
can
a
be the
physical
best.
thing.
Not physically murdered.
No,
no.
the point was, I was
okay.
saying that when she's sitting there screaming, she's going to burn this goddamn house right down. I mean, it looks like such a nice girl.
Yeah, she's gonna burn it down with her moves and her look.
Yeah.
I mean, where have you been, girl?
Well, there'll be none of that violence
burn it
at,
up, burn it down.
None of that violence.
No
at Resurrection.
violence.
Good to hear.
All right, we'll be back shortly. We're going to have another instalment from Jude on the Lesbiana News Desk.
The Freedom Socialist Party is holding a May Day celebration, a salute to the irrepressible working women of Asia. Join the Freedom Socialist Party for a lively discussion about how to strengthen local solidarity with the fighting women workers of Asia. This event features a screening of Dolls and Dust, a powerful film about women workers in Sri Lanka, Thailand and South Korea. This May Day celebration happens on Monday, April 2nd at 6:30 and be held in the Solidarity Salon, 580 Sydney Road, Brunswick. Late in February, a new book was launched. This is called Woman to Woman. It's a guide to lesbian sexuality and is written by Carol Booth. Woman to Woman explores women's bodies and women's sexuality, sexual health, orgasm, masturbation, fantasy, lesbian history, culture and courage, what do lesbians do, and coming to terms with lesbian sexuality. You'll find Woman to Woman at Hares and Hyenas. Recently, in a Turkish supermarket, there's been discovered a jar of Lezo. According to the label, Lezo is apple tea, but we at Upfront think, we at Lesbiana think Lezo is more than that. Sure, the jar's around and it's got apples all over the label, but strip back the artwork and underneath you'll find a good old-fashioned horny dyke just waiting to get out of the teapot and into the teacup. Back to you, Paul.
I saw that little cup of Lezo there, and Jude, I bet you wish that you were on this side of the desk, because this one here is feeling a bit warm today, so she was aerating her
Sip of your cup of
bosoms. Yas. Out to the wind.
I'm going to get a reputation for flashing my tits, and I just don't do
Well,
that.
you lesbians seem to keep doing it, so...
Well, Monique's got it, so it's about time someone else had it.
Well, Monique was doing it the other week. Now,
She has no
Peter,
class.
did you have a question?
Oh yeah, I just wonder what happens with the money. Yes, with the money from the dance
money?
party. Where does it go?
Yep, the money raised from the Also parties goes straight back into the community. The Also Foundation have a couple of community development projects in the works at the moment. I think they're focusing on older gay and lesbian members of the community, which is
Well, we had
really
ones,
good.
yeah.
And they're also doing a sort of, I think it's still in sort of concept stage, but a kind of young kind of sexuality pack sort of thing. But
Oh,
that's
so
sort of
young
still
adult.
in the works, yeah. But
Okay.
so the money goes straight back into developing community projects and stuff like that. So it's good.
I wonder whether there'd be a
Support
dance
it.
party that would work for 80-year-olds.
Well, we had Richard on last week from who was very old, and he was saying they love a club for older people.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think unfortunately a lot of the older members of the community tend to get a bit neglected and left out because it's all that young body, rah, rah. And good on also for sort of targeting something at them to kind of make them feel
Definitely.
You know, many moons ago, me and Monique actually thought we should come up with an idea of starting a retirement village for gay and lesbians.
I think that's actually going to
No,
happen.
it is happening
I've read about
already.
it. Yeah.
Someone stole our idea, Monique.
In America.
You can make
right?
money.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of anything
Oh, but you were, yeah.
I know.
spending the rest of my eternity with a bunch of bitching fucking
And
Australia.
With their rainbow flags everywhere.
Filth. Rainbow flags on your letterbox. Yes, it'd be heaven, wouldn't it? Now, also looking for volunteers for the party, or is that all sorted?
We're all
by now?
sorted. Yep, it's only 2 weeks to go. So
Jesus, really?
Yeah.
Really? God. You get surprised at so little.
You make him cry talking like that.
It's well and truly past the time where you're meant to get on your sewing machine and put that outfit together.
The Husqvarna.
You'll just have to go out and buy something.
But then again, with some of them, they don't need much time for the outfits they put for the sewing machine as well.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Is there a special guest you might want to hint at, or
Don't know at the moment. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying. We keep getting asked, but I'm not
Oh
saying anything.
man, she's going to be there.
It's just
No, I don't know.
rumours, though.
It's rumours.
Let's
It's
just-
rumour and
let's
innuendo,
say
isn't it?
that
Damn it,
Kyla's
it's
going to
just
be
rumours.
there.
Madonna's
and
It's like every Mardi Gras, Madonna and Kylie going to be there.
I saw it on the airplane. It's like,
And they've given up on that one though. Thank God.
yeah,
It's
it's a
no
bit
more
boring.
Madonna.
After 10 years, I think we finally got it.
But you know what? The time they are there, no one's going to believe.
No one will turn up.
And they'll
I
be
feel
up there on
it's
stage doing.
with an H frame on you, Madonna. So, yeah.
Oh, goodness.
now, the last time that I was on, I said that there was a rumour going around, which it's probably one of the worst kept rumours in the Hollywood industry, in the title. Rosie O'Donnell has done an interview
And
with
she's-
ABC, And she has said that she is, with Diane Sawyer, she's come out as a lesbian mother with 2 children.
That's right.
Wow.
So she's actually come out. It's not being played until I think it's Tuesday this week in the States. But she's actually, and it's really cool, she's actually having a go at Mr. Bush, the president, because he's made a statement about gay parenting. And she said, Bush is wrong about that. He really is wrong. And you know, he and his wife are invited to come and spend a weekend at my house with my children.
Oh, lovely.
Speaking of like presidents and prime ministers, I heard on Joy actually on the weekend that apparently John Howard had made a comment that he supports gay and lesbian rights, but he'd be very disappointed if his child was a gay or lesbian.
Ooh, just for that, I hope they are, Johnny.
All right.
Sasha, thank you for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.
And thanks for the free tickets for the.
Right, okay. You wish. All right, we've got a very special guest coming up soon of one of the 4-legged variety. So come back and see us here on Squill on Bent TV.
Try to take away my worries of today. Leave tomorrow behind. Dream me back. I believe you can get me through
You're all looking very jazzy today. Very jazzy and gay and colourful. Yeah! Just remember what this great country of ours was founded on. Criminals, pofters and hoes. If anyone gives you the shits, tell them they need a little bit of barbed wire wrapped around them.
Yes, we are.
That was a weird little comeback, wasn't it? Here we are. Welcome back to Squirrel here on Bent TV. Now, that music that you heard on the intro just then was a barbed wire and a cash, and that's a little track that they've laid down.
It's very funky.
So, it was very funky, wasn't it? Let's make welcome some very special people.
Hello.
Natalie and Jane, and this is Bailey. Make them welcome, please. And they have come along today from Doggy Doos.
That's very
Did you want to come and play over here?
No, she wants to stay here.
Welcome along today. Thanks for coming in, and thanks for bringing Bailey in. Now, you were going to show us a few little tips for those people at home, yeah?
I thought so. I've been growing for about 7 years now, and I thought it'd be nice to just let people know how to maintain their long-haired dogs.
Yeah.
Some people have got like little fluffy things at home and little, even big
all
dogs
those
like
Bijons and all that sort of
yeah,
stuff.
all those pretty little dogs.
Yeah.
Instead of like taking them off and clipping them back, it's really sad when all their hair goes and they feel really naked as well. So I just thought I'd let you know what to do and how to maintain it. And basically, the key to it is to brush your dog before you bath it, and it's as simple as that. And
You've got
yeah, we've got a demonstrator here.
Brush your dog before you bath it.
Yeah, and Jane's
Okay.
actually using a slicker brush. You might hold that up for the people. And that's fabulous because it gets right in and breaks up the hair. And then you follow it through with something like this, a steel comb that you can get right through and make sure that there are no knots.
Oh, you're looking a bit pretty there.
Now, is this something that you were just sitting at home looking at your dog one day going, oh my God, look how filthy that dog is, I need to cut it and clipper it and do something to it,
Absolutely.
and it just went on from there?
It did, yeah. I went overseas actually and just loved the way that the English and the French looked after their animals.
Yeah.
And I came back and studied a full-time course.
Well, the French ladies take them everywhere, in their handbags and
Hard to do.
everywhere, all over the restaurants and
Yeah,
everything.
wonderful.
Well, they are the ultimate accessory, aren't they?
Well, so Jerry says.
But the last time I went to Paris, one thing that I noticed about the dog situation is that it smelt. The paths really smelt because you couldn't walk in the paths.
They don't
They
have
were all
the bags
closed
and
off.
stuff, do they?
And so you'd
but you know what
see
happens?
people hose down
squirt
the
the gutters out
footpath.
at
Yeah,
the
that's
moment.
right.
And and now
really
they've got
interesting.
sand pits in the parks for
Oh,
the
have
dogs.
they?
So there's a zoned area for their
Okay.
little.
All right, now how old's Bailey?
She's 6 now.
Yeah?
Yes.
And she's a...
A Schnauzer cross
Yep.
with a Maltese, I think.
Okay.
But like when it comes to like maintaining the dogs, it's everyone thinks, oh, my dog's nails are really, really long and they might, scratch you when they jump up and stuff. And people get worried that if they take the nail too short, it'll bleed. And of course it will. But the trick is with if you look at your own nails, you can see where the the blood is like starting, and then the nail grows, and so you know not to cut too far because
But sometimes you do, you it's always that one.
Head cut.
your mum does when you're about 3 or something. But with the black nail, when your dogs are black nails, what you've got to do is take little bits off at a time, and when you see a black dot in the centre, don't go any further. If you go further than that, you'll cut them and you'll bleed them. Doesn't matter if you do, because they will stop.
Apart from,
Yeah, you can put a little bit of soap on that to congeal the bleeding, or a little bit of pepper. That's a little bit nasty, but it's better than bleeding everywhere.
Yeah.
So I was always too scared, like with my dog. Like I just thought I'm gonna hurt it, so I always took it to the vet. Like easiest thing is like just go to the vet because I didn't want
A
to
lot of
hurt it.
people
I was so
do, but with
scared.
everything,
Sit down.
the cost of everything going absolutely
that's right.
astronomical. There are things that are easy to do at home.
And it's
with
not that
animals,
hard.
isn't there?
It's really not that hard. You've just got to be careful and just take little bits at a time. Jane's actually, there are a couple of different sorts of clippers that you can use. Jane's got the one that's a guillotine style. Now pretend the end of my scissors is a nail. So if you want to just like, there's a right way and a wrong way to do this.
Do you want me to do the right
Yes,
way?
this is the right way. Okay, just gently, just little bits at a time. But if you turn the guillotine around the other way, you'll find that when you squeeze it, the nail comes through. Okay, so you've got to hold it that way. So that when you scissor it, when you clip it,
Okay.
The trick.
So that'd be such an easy mistake to do because
Yeah,
like,
that's
you know,
how-
if you didn't know that, you wouldn't
Yeah.
realise it was doing
Now we
it.
need to talk a bit because apparently Bailey's blocking all the audio at the moment, so I can't really
Talk
hear
louder,
that much.
Natalie.
So we'll just talk a bit louder.
okay.
And if you'd stop just puffing into the microphone.
You can
I
do this way.
find most dogs, like all the dogs I've sort of encountered, they love being groomed as well. They'll just sit there. I mean, I suppose there's some dogs that don't, but all ours in our family have always just sat there and they'll let you do it for hours and hours.
So I had the opposite. I had a Scottish Terrier. Now they're like the same kind of haircut, and he would not sit still for a second there, just screaming and barking away. And we'd take him to the dog rooms and have to chain him up. And so what would you say if like,
One way-
someone came to you with a pet like that?
Yeah, look, it's just the easiest thing. When they're in the litter, what their mother does to them if they're naughty is she mouths them over the top of the mouth there. So with your hand, just grab the bridge of your hand over here, and as we've got a soft spot under our chin, so do the dogs, and you put your 2 fingers in underneath their jaw, and that's a direct, when you're standing in front of the dog, that's a direct command for them, and they
Wow.
tend to settle right down. So if you've
Right.
got
So
your
is
dog
she
at home...
thinking that she's done something wrong?
Yeah, that's right, because I'm saying, now I'm dominant. So, yeah, okay.
Oh, so
Yeah,
that,
so that's a good way to
is that
do it.
an innate thing or what? They just
Yeah, it's
Wow.
just, that's the way that the bitch dominates them and trains them in the
that's
litter.
amazing.
It's really amazing.
So how can people get in touch with you if they want
Yeah, I'm at
Information
Doggy
or-
Doos, which is in Seddon. Yes, Doggy Doos and Doggy Don'ts, but it's Doggy Hair Doos. So that's
doggy
the-
hair?
Yeah.
And that's all that you do? You don't go into any other training or anything like that?
I do teach, but yeah, I do that at the Council of Adult Education.
Yeah?
So
Okay.
yeah.
And do people require an appointment to come and see you, or they can
Yes, I
just
do. Yeah. It's best to give a
Rock up
call.
with your dog.
dog?
Can you cut my dog? All right, we're going to go to the news desk again with Jude, and then we'll be back.
Thanks, Paul. This segment I'll just concentrate on what's happening for lesbian in entertainment. On Saturday, April 6th, a new night spot will be opening up. It's called Ladybird Lounge. This will be at the Fox Hat Inn Hotel, 27 Western Street, Brunswick. Entry is $12 or $10 concession. The restaurant there opens from 6 to 8:30 p.m. and the venue will be open till 1 a.m. It's a good place for you to dine, chat with your partner over a bottle of red, and there'll be live entertainment and music that you know and love to dance to. On the opening night, Michelle Parsons will be the performer. Local performer Emma Wall will be launching a new CD called Sneak on April 20th at the Cornish Arms Hotel in Brunswick. At the launch, special guests include Monica Waitman and Milk. The cost of attending this event is $7 or $10. There will be a ball held in Campbell's Creek on May 24th. This is, oh no, sorry, that's the wrong date. It's going to be on June the 8th, the long weekend. Performers include Nanny Goats Gruff and Andy, and there'll be a DJ. Tickets are pre-purchase, and any information that you need about this event and other events mentioned, you'll find in Lesbiana, which you can find at Hares and Hyenas. If you wish to contact Bent TV, the contact details are Post Office Box 1414 Collingwood 3066. Phone number 0404114346 or 94841177. Fax 94846028, or you can email the Squirrel panel at squirrel@start.com.au, and the website details are on the screen. And back to you, Paul.
All right, thank you, Jude. Well done there. All right. Was there any other little tips that you had that you?
Just like if you're thinking about doing your own grooming, there are a couple of things that you might need, that you might like to get, and I'd certainly suggest the slicker brush, which is this one here, and the steel comb. They're essential. Some nail clippers if you feel confident enough to do it, and these great things here are called thinning shears, and what that means is that when you're actually doing some cutting, it doesn't leave big chunks.
All right.
Just blends it in.
Well, there you go. Doggy Doos is the name if you want to get your pooch pampered. That's about all we know. They're doing funny things again. So,
Natalie, a question. It's a friend's dog's birthday on Sunday.
Thank God it wasn't Wednesday.
Yeah.
how do you find out if it's
Demi.
gay?
And the dog's name's Demi, after Demi Moore.
Ah.
And I don't know what's a good suggestion for a present.
One of these things.
Yeah, slick
Yeah, why don't you get her a brush?
No, but the dog won't appreciate that. You want
Yeah,
Realised
I
it's
want
been
a
done.
dog.
You want a toy for the dog? What about a frisbee?
Frisbee.
They're quite cool.
And some
Tug
Monday
toys.
Oh yes, yes.
And there are these things that you call Kongs, and what they are plastic things, and you put some Vegemite or peanut butter inside and a little bit of dry food, and the dog just has all day trying to lick it out and get it out, and it keeps their mind active. So that's a good one.
Good fun on eggs, I don't know. All right, that is definitely it now. Thank you both for coming in, and you also, Bailey. Thank you very much for coming in. Thank you, Sasha. Don't forget Resurrection Dance Party coming up over the Easter weekend. Troy, there. Peter, Lena, the bosom flusher, and Hannah. Thank you very much. I just wanted to say a very special hello to the family out at Werribee. You guys know who you are, I won't say your name. They lost someone very special to them over the weekend, and my thoughts and prayers are with you all. I hope you're okay. Thank you all, everyone, for today, and please stay tuned for more Bent TV tonight. There is actually a special coming up about Michael Kirby, Justice Michael Kirby, that was videoed a couple of months ago here by the Bent TV crew. So please stay tuned for that afterwards. That's it. We're out of here. Thanks for seeing. Bye.
Different angle, your life
And this show was proudly sponsored by the Melbourne Metropolitan Fire Brigade, and that was Miss Leeson from Out Black, and God, doesn't she do good work. We'll see you next week at 9 p.m. for more Squeal. Won't we, Bailey?